PostgreSQL. Okay.
అది
So
కాల్
we
చేయరండి
discussed about what is database and how the data can be stored in the database and how we can retrieve the data and what are the databases available. Okay, what are the data types? So database means so we can store the data in the form of tables. Okay, in the structured format we can store the data within the tables. Okay, the database contains multiple tables and within the table we have multiple columns.
వాట్ ఇస్ ద సురేష్
So we
కాల్
can
సురేష్
store the data in the form of records in the table and we can get the data easily from the tables. Okay, when we write the command SQL command, then we can get the data. Select the command, then we can get the data from database based on the requirement. Okay, so what are the databases available in the market? So we have Oracle, MySQL, okay, PostgreSQL, MS SQL Server, SQLite. So these many databases available in the market. Okay. So next one,
ఎస్క్యూఎల్ చెప్తారా
RDBMS.
ఇప్పుడు
This is Relational Database Management System. So that means from one table to other table, there is a relation exists. Okay, when we have the relation between one table to other table, like parent table to child table, then we can get the data easily. Okay, by using joins, we can join the multiple tables and we can get the data in the single data set. Okay, so this we can call it as RDBMS. So the maintenance can be easy. So when we use the relation between one table to other table. Okay, so this is the table of content we have. So first topic we are discussing about data types. So we have mainly we have four data types available. Okay, numeric, character, date or time, boolean. So numeric data type means it will store the number data type. Okay, if you want to store the student ID, then we can store it in the number. Okay. For the student name, we can store in the character data type. Okay, for date and time, so we can store the joining date. Okay, so what type of data you want to store in the database? Okay, so then we can specify specific data type when we are creating the table. So that time we can specify the specific data type. Okay, so these are the numeric data types available: small int, integer, big int, decimal, numeric. Okay, so for small int, integer and big int we can store the only integer. Okay, not the decimal values. To store the decimal values, we can store in decimal and numeric data types. Okay, so for character data type, we have character varying, or we can say varchar. So we have to specify the length of the character, how many characters you want to store in the database. Okay, character varying of n. So n means we want to specify the number of characters. So this is the variable length data type. So character or char, this is fixed length. Okay, when we use the character data type, we want to know so how many characters we need to store in the table. Okay, so exact number of characters so we need to know, then only we can go for the character or char data type. Otherwise memory can be wasted. Okay, for example, if I specify the character of 30, then I am storing the 10 characters only in this column, then the 20 characters it can be wasted, memory can be wasted, blank pads can be added. Okay. So for the character varying or varchar, uh, so if we specify the 30 characters, then when I store the 10 characters, then it will consider only 10 characters. The memory cannot be wasted in this data type. Okay. Next one, date or time data type. So we can store the date and date, timestamp without time zone, timestamp with time zone. So these many data types available. Okay, for the date or time. So coming to Boolean data type, we have only two, either true or false we can store. Okay, next one, what is precision scale? So when we specify the numeric of size, we need to specify, right, the length of the digits. Precision means total number of digits we need to store. The digits after this decimal point. For example, now 234.567. Okay, so 7 digits. The total number of digits is 7. So precision is 7 and scale is 3. 7 comma 3 we can specify. Okay, while creating the table, so that time we need to define this data type, and size also we need to specify how many digits you need to store. Any questions till now? Okay, to understand the scale, okay, so we are using the two tables mainly, employee table and department table. Okay, so let me show you the script. So there is a department table, that is DEPT table. So department table contains the three columns: department number, department name, location. Okay, and employee table contains these columns: employee number, employee name, job, manager, height, date, salary, commission, department number. Okay, so we will execute this script and we can work on the employee table and department table. Okay, so let me query these tables. Department table. So department table contains the four records, right? That means four departments we have: accounting, research, sales, and operations. Okay, let me show you the employee table. The employee table contains the 14 records. Okay, so these are the employees: King, Blake, Clark, Jones, Scott, Ford. Okay, so to run this command, we need to select this and we can click on this run button. Okay, so shortcut is F5, function key F5. Okay. So we have DDL commands, that means data definition language commands. So what are those? Create, drop, alter. So by using create command, we can create the table. By using drop command, we can drop the table. So drop table means so we are removing the table from database. The alter command, so we can alter the table. We can change the structure of the table. We can add the columns. We can drop the columns, and we can change the data type of the column. Okay, the structure can be changed. So these are the DDL commands, and we have DML commands, data manipulation language. So we can manipulate the data. So we can work on the data only by using DML commands. So insert command, by using insert command, we can insert the data into table. So update command, by using update command, we can update the data within the table. Okay, delete command. So command can be used to delete the records from the table. Okay. So for example, we can create one table, create table, students table. Okay, within the parentheses, we can provide the student ID, student name, and branch. Okay. So let me execute this table. So this table is already available. So first, what we will do? So we can drop this table, drop table, table name. So by using this command, we can drop the table from the database. Okay, the table has been dropped. Okay. me create this table. The table has been created. So by using select command, we can check the data. Select a star from table name. So that means we are selecting the data. Okay. So you can see the table has been created and there is no data here. Okay. And you can see the data types also: integer, character varying of 50. Okay. So to insert the data, we can use the insert command, right? Insert into table name values of. So within the parentheses, we can provide the values here. So this is the insert command. Insert into which table? Students table. The values. What are the values? So these are the values we are inserting. This is student ID, student name, and branch. Okay. One record has been inserted. Okay. How we can check the data? So by using select command, we can check the data. Okay. So this table contains the one record. So let us insert these reports as well. Okay, so we have 4 records available in the table. So I have selected the select star from table name, right? So if we want to select the specific columns, then how we can select student ID, student name, okay, from students table. Okay, I have selected only 2 columns. The star means the all columns can be selected and it will display the data. Okay. So if I want to select student ID equal to right, then it will display only specific record. Okay, we are filtering the data. Okay. Okay, let me select all the records here. Okay, suppose I have one requirement. I want to update the record. Okay, for the Naveen student, I want to update branch ECE to CSC. Then how we can update? So by using update command, then we can update the record. Update table name. Okay, which table we want to update? Update table name. Set. So which column we want to update? Branch. Branch equal to. So which value we want to update? CSC. Okay. Where for which student? Student name equal to Naveen. Student name equal to Naveen. So within these single quotations, we are providing the value Naveen. So this is case sensitive. Okay. So the remaining are, so they are the not case sensitive. So only within these single quotations, whatever the value we are providing, this is the case sensitive. Okay. So we can select this command, we can execute it. Okay, one record has been updated. Okay. So we can check the data. Okay, for the Naveen record, so the branch has been updated successfully. Okay, so this is how we can use the update command. So suppose I have one requirement, I want to delete the record, specific record. I want to delete the student name Ravi. So how we can delete? So by using delete command, we can delete the record. Delete from which table? Students table. Okay. So specific record. So we need to specify the where condition here. Where student name equal to Ravi. Okay. One record has been deleted successfully. So we can verify. Okay, it has been deleted. Okay, so far we have seen insert command. Okay. So we are inserting the data into table. Insert command, update command. So we can update the record. So delete command. So we can delete the record. Okay, select command. We can select the data from table.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
if there are n number of student details, then every time we have to write insert into values like that, or we can give multiple at once.
No, we have to specify the insert command multiple times to insert the multiple records.
But it will take a long time.
Yeah, it will take long time. Exactly, it will take long time to insert the multiple records. So we have to write the multiple commands for that.
When we are updating or deleting a record, how can we know in number of student details, particular student details? How can we know?
Sorry.
If we are trying to update or delete student details,
Okay.
how can we know that person group or ID or name something like that?
Okay. So we need to check the data by using select command, right? So it will display the records. Okay, by seeing the data, we need to update record, we need to delete, right? Okay, by using select command, we can check the data and we can verify which record we need to update. Okay. So creating the table. Okay. So creating the table. So whatever the table available in the database. Okay, the same structure we need to copy. Then so we can go for the command create table name as select star from emp. So that means so employee table has been copied into employee underscore copy table. Okay. Create table name as select star from emp. So here all the columns has been selected on the records can be copied and also structure can be copied into employee underscore copy table. The new table can be created. Okay. So this table is already exists. So we can drop this table. me create it again. Okay, employee underscore copy table has been created successfully. Okay, let us check the records. Select star from employee underscore copy. Okay. Okay, whatever the records available, so those records have been copied and also structure is created. Okay. So if I don't want to copy the records, then what I will do? So here I will put the condition. Okay, when we are creating the table, so here we can put the condition where 1 equal to 2. That means the condition is failed, so the records cannot be copied. Only structure is copied. Okay, so drop the table and let me execute this command. Okay, let us check the records. Okay, the only structure is copied, not the records. Okay. Next we will discuss about the where clause. Okay, where clause we have seen already, right? So by using where clause we can select the specific record. Okay, display employee details of their job is manager. Okay, so I want to display the job is manager. Okay, we have 3 employees, their job is manager. Okay. Okay, so display the employees whose salary is greater than or equal to 3,000. Then so we can specify where salary greater than or equal to 3,000. Then it will display whatever the employees having the salary more than or equal to 3,000. Okay, so King, Scott and Ford having this salary. Okay. So next one we'll discuss.
All this data will be stored in local system only, right?
Yes, local system only.
So when we are working for a company where
So wherever the database is installed, okay, so currently database is installed in my system, right? So the data can be stored in the local system only. So in the company, if they install the database within the server, then data can be stored in the server itself. Okay.
So how we can access that server?
The network admin will guide you. Okay, how you can access. Okay, our manager will help you to get the access.
So generally we don't use Postgres as PG admin in local system.
Uh, yeah, actually, no need to bother about all these things. Okay, so
this is only just for practice.
Yeah, this is just for practice. In company also they can use the PG admin. So this is open source set, so anybody can use. So in my first company also, I have used PG admin. So for my project, because this is the open source and free of cost. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, which command used to be used for delete entire column?
Delete entire record. Delete entire records. All the records you mean?
Entire column.
Entire column.
No, sir. Only column. We insert a single column, new column. then again we have to delete that column. Which command to be used?
No, see. So these are the records. Okay. So record means the first record, second record, third record. Column means the specific column. MP number.
Yes, sir. Yes,
name.
sir. I want to delete the job column. Which command to be used, sir?
Job column you want to remove. You mean,
Yes. I want to remove. Yes.
you mean you need to drop the job column from the employee table, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So alter command can be used, right, to change the structure.
Alter command, for inserting a new column we use the alter command, but for deleting it not showing.
See, I think you are confusing. Okay. So drop command. Drop command can be used to change the structure, right? So drop the table from the database. Drop the column. Okay. Alter command can be used to change the structure. Okay. So for example, let me show you here. So you need to drop the job column from the employee underscore copy table, right? So alter table, okay, table name, okay, drop column followed by column name, okay. So if I execute this command, the job column can be dropped from the table. Okay, if I select the table here, okay, now you can't see the job column, right?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Clear.
Yeah. So next one, so within the single quotations, this is the case sensitive, right? So if I give small letters, then we can use the upper function. Okay, it will convert into uppercase. Okay, in the left side also for the job column, upper of job equal to upper of manager. Then it will display the job is manager. Those records it will display. Okay, three records, three employees having the job is manager. Next one. So this example we have seen salary greater than or equal to 3,000. Okay. To display total salary of all employees. To display total salary, then we can use the sum function, sum of salary. So it will display the total salary of the all the employees. Okay. So this is the total salary of the all the employees. If I want to display job wise, okay, what is the total salary? Then we can use the group by job. So it will do the group job wise and it will display the total salary, okay, for a specific job. So if I want to know what is the job here, so then we can display the job also. Okay, for the clerk job, we have total salary 4,150. For the salesman job, total salary is 5,600. Okay, for manager job, we have 8,275. Okay. So the data is grouping based on the job. And
Select sum of what is that?
select the
In
sum of
brackets.
salary. Yeah. So this is the sum function, right? Sum of, so within the parentheses we can give the column name. Sal is the column name. Okay, this is salary column, and this is actually alias name I have given. So I will explain you alias names later. This is the temporary name. So for the displaying purpose, I have given the temporary name. So you can see here total underscore sal and job. Okay. So if I don't give temporary name here, then it will just display sum of salary only. So the column name, so that will not be meaningful. Only sum it will display. So this is not the meaningful, right? For meaningful, so if I want to identify, then I can easily identify total sal. Okay. So then it will display based on the this name. Okay.
Okay, the column name will be changed temporarily, right?
Yeah, the column name can be changed temporarily for displaying purpose only. But the actual column name is this one. Okay. So clear.
Yes.
Then I have one more requirement. I want to filter the data. This data. Okay. So I want to display the only job is analyst. Okay. So earlier we used to filter the data using the where clause, right? So directly after the table we can specify the where condition. But here we are using the group by, and the group by it is giving these 5 records. Okay. Based on these records, I want to apply one more condition. Then we can go for the having clause after group by. So we can specify having, okay, job equal to analyst. Okay, then it will display only analyst record. So we can filter the data for the total salary also. Okay. So having sum of salary greater than or equal to 6,000. Okay. So we are getting the two records. Okay. So what we have done? So we are filtering the data based on this column. So this is aggregate column, right? So aggregate column based on the total salary column, we are applying the filter here. Okay. Any questions? So next one is wildcard. Okay, wildcard characters. So for the wildcard characters, we have percentage wildcard underscore wildcard. Okay. So the requirement is display employee details of their employee name starts with the J. Okay, the employee name starts with the J. Then so we can use like operator. Okay. Select employee number, employee name, job, salary from employee table where employee name like. Okay, within these single quotations, we can specify the name of the employee. So it is starting with the J and percentage. Percentage means it will consider all the characters. Okay, whatever the characters we have after J, it will consider all the records, all the characters. Okay. So employee name starting with J. So we have two employees. The employee name ending with S. Then we can specify percentage S. Okay, we have three employees. So the employee name contains the letters LA. Okay, that,
I think yes, percent.
so percentage LA percentage. Okay. So we have two employees, Blake and Clark. So this is percentage wildcard. So there is one more requirement. The second character of the employee should be L. Okay, we need to skip the first character. So to skip the first character, then we can use the underscore here. Okay, if I specify one underscore, then it will skip one character. So second character is L, and after that, so whatever the characters we have, so it will display. Okay, it will consider whatever it is. So we have three employees, Blake, Clark, and Ellen. Right?
So sometimes you are using a percentage before character and sometimes after the character. So which one to use exactly?
See, after the character means it will consider after this letter. So first one B. So we are skipping the first character. Second character we consider the L. From third character onwards, it will consider whatever the characters we have. It will consider whatever it is. Okay. So this is the starting position. So this requirement is I want to skip the first character of the employee and second character should be L. Okay, then we can use this logic. Okay, so the requirement is so from the last second character would be R. Then we need to skip the last character and last but one. This character should be R. Okay, so in this requirement, then we can use like this. The logic would be like this.
The percentage represents the remaining characters. Before,
Yes, remaining characters.
Yeah, before.
Yes, yes. Okay, got it. Clear?
Okay, okay.
Okay, so here we are skipping the only one character. So the third character would be A. Then we can specify the two underscores. We are skipping the two underscores. Then the third character we have taken A. Then we have Blake, Clark, Ward, Adams. Right? The from the last third character is A. Okay. So from the starting onwards, first character is B. Then we can use like this. Okay. From the starting onwards, first character is B, and from the last third character would be A. Then we can use this logic. Okay.
So when we know the exact number of characters, we will use underscore. If we don't know the exact characters, so we will use percentage.
Percentage, correct. Yeah. Okay. From the starting onwards, second character is L. Okay. And from the last third character is A. Then we can use like this. Okay. Blake and Clark. We have two employees. Okay. Okay. Underscore represents the single character. We display employee details and employee name. Second character should be letter I. So underscore I percentage. From the last second character should be letter E. Then so percentage E underscore. The third character should be letter N. Okay. Two underscores we can use on third character is N. Then percentage. So there is an order to write the SQL query. So first we can write the select command. Then from class. Okay. Then where class, then group by class, then having class, then order by class. So this is the order to write the SQL query. Okay, the mandatory is select class and from class. So from the select class we can select the columns. From class we can select the tables. Okay, these two are mandatory and these remaining are the optional. So if you want to apply any filter, then we can go for the where clause. Okay, if you want to any group, then we can go for the group by. Okay, so if you are using any aggregate function, then so if you are applying any additional condition based on that one, then we can go for having clause. So if you want to apply any order by, then we can go for the order by clause. So this is the order you need to remember. Okay. So next one is case statement.
So what about like command?
Like is just a keyword. Okay, we are using like is just a keyword. Oracle predefined keyword.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the clauses. Select from where, group by, having, order by. Okay. So like keyword here you are using in the where clause. Okay. So based on the requirement we can use. So next we will discuss about the case statement. Case statement, you can see the syntax here. Select case. Okay, so this is exactly if else statement. Okay, so if else condition we have, right? If one condition is true, else if it will go for the other condition. If the first condition is failed, then it will go for other condition and it will check. So if it is still failed, then it will go for the next condition, else if. Okay, last we can use the else statement, right? So if the all conditions are failed, then it will go for the else block and it will execute the else and it will return the value. So the same way, so we have the case statement. Okay, select a case when column name 1 equal to value 1. Okay, so this is the condition. So this condition is true, then it will return this value 1. Okay, if this condition is failed, then it will go for the second condition when column name 1 equal to value 2. Okay, if it is success, then it will return the value 2. So these two conditions are failed, then it will go for the else and it will return this value. Okay, end. Case statement is end. Okay, this is the alias name. So this is the one column I have selected. Okay, from table name. So this is the syntax. So let us see the example here. Select a case when salary less than or equal to 2500. Then so we are increasing the salary plus 1000. So this is the column name already available in the table. So this value and it will add 1000 to the existing column. Okay, next condition is when salary greater than 2500 and salary less than or equal to 3000, then salary plus 600 we are increasing here, we are adding. Okay, so else salary plus 400. So whatever the records it is matching, whatever the salary. So whoever the employee having the salary less than or equal to 2500, then so it will add the salary to that employee. Okay, if the condition is satisfying, then it will add the salary, okay, to that employee record. Okay, so the alias name is salary increment employee number employee name job salary department number we are displaying. So let us execute this command. Okay, so we can see the first column sal underscore increment. Okay, what is the actual salary here? So for the president, for the employee king, okay, salary is 5000. So what is the condition we have written? Salary. Okay, so in the else block, salary plus 400. So for the king employee, these two conditions are failing, then it went for the else block and it added the salary 400 for the king employee. Okay, for the Blake employee the salary is 2850. So this is second condition, salary greater than 2500. So in between this range, So we are adding the 600 here. Okay, 2850. So it added 600. So based on the condition, whatever we specified here, so it is adding the salary for that specific employee record. Okay. Any questions?
We have to create that sal increment column before executing this code, or it will automatically create a new one.
Sal underscore increment, right? So if I
Yeah.
don't specify the alias name, then so it will not display in the meaningful way. Okay, let me show
Okay,
you.
the column name won't be displayed. Right?
Yeah, column name won't be displayed. So instead it will display something else. So we have taken the case, right? So it is just displaying the case. Okay.
So what about the remaining ones? Temp number, email, job.
So
When we are creating the table, won't we create using those headers?
okay, so these columns we can easily identify, right? So if you want to change the column name, then we can change employee underscore name, we can specify. So this is the alias name. Okay, employee name. So then we can
Here we are changing the values for already existing table, right? Or we are creating a new one?
No, this is the existing table only. So we are just displaying purpose, we are giving the alias name here. So this will not be stored anywhere. For seeing the data only, so readability purpose only we can use.
Okay, only to display that.
Display purpose only, yeah.
Okay.
It will not affect the database. So we are just using the select command, right? So select command, it will just display the data. Okay, we are not changing the data within the table. Okay.
So if we okay.
This is the case statement. So we can we can discuss the one more example. Okay, select case when department number equal to 10, then accounting. Department number equal to 20, then research. 30, then sales. 40, then operations. Okay. So this is the department name. Okay, employee underscore tab dot star. So for the table also we can use the alias name. Okay, for the MP table I have used the alias name employee underscore tab. That means employee table. Okay, from the employee table I am selecting all the records. So this is alias name dot star. Star means it will display all the records, all the columns. Okay. So let me execute this command. Okay, so department name accounting. So what is the department number? 10. So for 30 department we have department name is sales. Okay, department number 20, that is research. Okay. Any questions? So we can discuss alias names later, the table alias name and column alias names. Okay, so I think so here also you can easily identify. You can easily understand, right? So this is the column alias name and this is the table alias name. This is one more example. Okay. So alias name is nothing but this is the temporary name. Syntax is select column name as is the keyword. Okay, this is optional keyword. Okay, so we can specify or we cannot specify, no issue. Okay, then we can specify the alias name from table name. As keyword is optional, select column name, alias name from table name. Okay, so for example, select EMP number. So column alias name is employee number, E name, employee name, job, sal, alias name salary, DPT number I have taken department number from table name. Okay, if I execute this command, then it will display with the alias names. Okay, employee number, employee name, job, salary, department number. Okay, so these are the column alias names. So coming to table alias name. So here you can see the table alias name. Example, select E dot EMP number. So E is the table alias name I have taken, MPE. Okay, so by using E alias name, so we can select the columns, okay, from the table. Okay, E dot EMP number, E dot E name, okay, E dot job, likewise. Okay, so with multiple table using alias name. So what is the purpose of using alias name actually? So to simplify the table name. So if the table name contains the more records, then we can just specify one simple name, okay, for the readability purpose. Okay, and also uh, if the multiple tables having the same column, then we have to give the alias name. Okay, example, employee table and department table only. So if you see the employee table, okay, there is a department number available, right, in this table. So and also department number, the same column available in the department table also. Okay, the employee table, you can see the column name is department number. So the same column available in the department table as well. Okay, the same column is available. Okay, suppose I want to display the records from the multiple tables. Okay, employee table and also department table. So in this case, uh, we need to join both the tables. Okay, so joins we can discuss later in the sessions. uh, okay, just for understanding purpose of the alias names, we can see here where E dot dpt number equal to D dot dpt number. So the common column we can give in the where clause. Okay, and from employee table, we are selecting the employee number, employee name, job, salary, and from department table we are selecting the dpt number and D name. That means department number and department name. Okay, so let me execute this command and you can easily understand. Okay, so department number is available in the employee table, right? By using department number column, we are going to department table and getting the department details. Okay, so if I don't specify the department number, alias name D. Okay, so okay, so here I can just delete the alias name D dot department number I have selected, right? So I just specify the DPT number. I don't specify from which table I want to select. But the department number, the column is available in the both the tables. Then this time it will gives the error. Okay, let me show it to you. Okay, what is the error here? Column reference DPT number is ambiguous. Okay, that means from which table this column has to be selected. It is confusing. The server is confusing. So because the same column is available in the both the tables, then we can specify from employee table or department table. Okay, then it will display the records. Okay, So this is the purpose of the alias name, and also the purpose of other purpose is, so for the readability purpose, then we can give short name and we can utilize wherever it is required, so to display the columns. Okay, any questions?
If you don't give the alias name, it will show the default name, right?
It will shows the
Default name while creating.
default name. Yes, yes, whatever the column name exists in the table, so that column name only it will display. Okay, so one question asked, right, images can be stored in the database or not? So yeah, PostgreSQL, actually we don't have the blob and all. So in the Oracle we have the those blob and blob to store the files and to store the images, but in the PostgreSQL we don't have that option. So what they will do, they can encrypt the image, and we can store in the table. Okay, while storing, so we can encrypt. Okay, and also by when we are retrieving the data from table, so we can retrieve and we can decrypt and we can display in the application. So this is only the way. So directly we can't store in the table. Okay,
Okay.
okay, if you are clear, then we can close the session. Okay, we can continue tomorrow.